Hey there, Courier Girl here, and I want to talk about the difference between being a courier driver and being a courier entrepreneur. So, what's the difference? Like, I always say that as a courier driver, you are your own boss, you own your own business, you own a courier company of one. But the difference between being a driver and an entrepreneur is an attitude thing. So a courier driver looks at it like a job. They go and they look for work as a courier. They have kind of an employee mentality. They call off if they're not feeling good or have something better to do. They don't always evaluate the amount of money that they're getting for the time that they're putting in. They just take it as a job, and then they complain about their employer like it's a job. An entrepreneur, on the other hand, is a business owner. They are always looking for new opportunities. They are evaluating jobs critically. Is this a job I want to take on? Is this a job I don't want to take on? They're always looking for new opportunities inside and outside of the courier business. Like, courier entrepreneurs often have 3 or 4 or 5 different business things going on at the same time. They may be a courier and they may also be involved in like a different company, and they may do like a flea market booth on the weekend, or they may be part of like a network marketing type of a company, or they may decide they want drivers under them, so they kind of become more of a courier company instead of just an independent. They're always looking for, like, their eye is on business and their mind is on business, and they see the people that they're working for, like the courier companies, as a peer. They are an equal. We are two business owners making a contract together that I will perform this service for you. I'm not your employee. Don't treat me like an employee. I hope that makes sense. So an analogy to that would be, if you own a business and you have equipment that you're using and you make a contract, you have a contract with a maintenance company to come in and maintain your equipment. And they come in once a month or once a quarter and they check everything out and, do whatever maintenance needs to be done, and you pay them. That would be as opposed to a company who has in-house maintenance people who are paid by the hour, and when this piece of equipment needs maintenance, they do that, and when that needs maintenance, they do that, and when nothing needs maintenance, they may do other things. But they're an employee. They are doing what the company tells them to do, versus an independent contractor who comes and does their maintenance, goes down the street for somebody else, goes across town for somebody else. And they have their autonomy, they have their independence, they are a company, they're your peer, they're just another business doing business with you for that particular job. So I want to ask you, what are you? And you can be honest, either way is fine. It's good to know what you are, because that way you'll approach things differently. If you naturally have an employee mentality and you were just thinking of this in terms of a job, that's fine. But understand that you probably are not going to be as successful as somebody who thinks of it as an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur, for instance, is serious about getting their job done. If I've contracted to do this job, I may not feel good today, but I'm still going to make sure the job's done, or I'm going to cover it if I can't do the job, or if I need to take time off, I'm not going to wait till the last minute, because I understand that my business peers need to schedule too. So I'm going to tell people in advance, hey, I need this covered for the next, 2 weeks from now, because I have to do something else on this day. An entrepreneur also is always looking for different opportunities and making the best use of their time to maximize their success and their profits. So it could be that, you're a courier, but you've got another business that's going on and it requires you, or it would do better if you were at a certain place on a certain day. Let's say you're in a networking company and you want to go to networking events. Well, you're going to have to make a choice and just say, you know what, networking is Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm not working as a courier, because as a courier, I can make this much money, not much for, that 7 to 8 hour. I could make a little bit of money running deliveries, or I could go to networking events and have the potential to make a whole lot more as I build my group, my team, my network, whatever you want to call it. So as an entrepreneur, you're looking at it like that, and you're saying, okay, I have another meeting, I have another appointment, I have another commitment that I have to take care of, and so I'm blocking myself out. I'm not available on Thursday evenings after 6 o'clock or whatever you decide. And when you're up front with the company that you're working with, they're going to know that, and they're going to cover that differently because they know that you're independent. They know that you are their equal, not their employee. If you as an employee want to get a side gig going and you say, hey, I got to be off Thursday at 6, your boss may say, sorry, no, you're scheduled that day, and that's too bad. You don't have the same freedom, and you don't have the same, your boss does not see you as an equal. They see you as a subordinate. So that's another difference. All right, I hope that makes sense. Think about which one you are. Either one is fine. It doesn't really matter. It's just a different way of looking at business and life. And when you understand the differences, then you can understand how you fit in. And if you don't like the way you're fitting in, you can start to make changes to fit in differently. Okay, that's it for now, and I will see you on the road.